let it go to voicemail. His messages were typical: confusion, some anger, but mostly just logistical questions about the kids' schedules and where I'd put certain household items. Even when I'd left him, he was more concerned about practical stuff than about actually getting me back. That told me everything I needed to know about how much he valued me. The kids' school called a few times, and I talked to them when I could, but honestly, I was enjoying my freedom too much to deal with the guilt trips. I knew David could handle things. He'd have to learn to step up like I'd been doing for years. Sean and I started talking about the future, about maybe moving somewhere new together, starting fresh. He had connections in other cities, and the idea of leaving all this drama behind sounded perfect. I felt like I was finally living my life for me instead of for everyone else. I posted a few vague things on Facebook about new beginnings and choosing happiness. And while some people were supportive, others were clearly judging me. His family members started commenting passive-aggressive things about responsibilities and commitments between us. I wanted to tell them all to mind their own business. They had no idea what my marriage was really like or how miserable I'd been. The funny thing was, I expected David to fight harder for me. I thought he'd show up at Sean's place, demand I come home, maybe even get emotional about losing me, but he didn't. He just handled the practical stuff and moved on, which honestly hurt my feelings more than I expected. It confirmed that I'd been right to leave. He didn't value me enough to fight for me. Things started falling apart faster than I expected. Sean's business turned out to be way more complicated than I'd realized, and suddenly there were people showing up at all hours, weird phone calls, and an atmosphere that made me nervous. When I asked him about it, he'd get defensive and tell me I was being paranoid. Sound familiar? I was back to feeling like I couldn't ask questions without being made.